Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Arkham City. Obviously not a walkthrough, because I already did that. And, but today, as you can see, I'm using the Dark Knight Returns skin, and that is because I'm going to be discussing one of my favorite Batman graphic novels, one of my favorite DC graphic novels, and one of my favorite graphic novels of all time, Batman, the Dark Knight Returns. I'm going to be discussing the lore and, sort of the story of the character, or story of the novel, sorry. So, let's get it started. I'm not doing challenge maps or campaigns. I'm just going to be doing some free roam, because, it gives me, I don't have to worry about the time, and gives me enough time to get out my thoughts. So let's go start this fight. Yes, Batman is here. So, Dark Knight Returns is basically when it's a world where Batman has been inactive for 10 years, which they sort of took the idea in Dark Knight Rises for that, except in the graphic novel of Dark Knight Returns, Batman is inactive for 10 years, not 8. And he returns as Batman, and he's 55 years old because he has to take out this thug group called the Mutants, which they're not really mutants. I mean, they have like weird little visor things, but they have a mutant leader, which, yeah, they're just normal thugs and stuff. And basically, Batman has to take him down, and I'm going to be talking about some of the, not the entire story. Oh, hang on. You don't get it, son. This isn't your fighting. This isn't your mud hole. It's an operating table. And I'm the surgeon. Oh, yeah. I was about to say fighting pit. I'm like, no. That was one of my favorite lines from the comic, and he said it in the movie, so it's pretty cool. And I was just about to talk about this part of the graphic novel. He's facing the mutant leader, which is really kind of a mutant dude. He's a big dude. At the pretty much in a mud pit, where he's fighting a worthy battle in a mud pit. So cool. And so he's fighting him. And he says that line, he goes like, "You don't get it, son." And he calls people son, of course, because he's a much older Batman. He's not in his prime anymore. He's 55, so remember that. He's 55-year-old Batman. A lot of people think he's like 60 or 70. I go like, no, 55. Read the novel. Or watch K-Wing. 2 solutions. And so, basically, he's fighting the leader in the mud pit. And he says that line, he says, "You don't get it, son. This isn't a mud hole. It's an operating table. And I'm the surgeon." And he defeats the mutant leader, and it was one of the coolest Batman lines in history. And I like how he calls him son, because obviously he's much older, and it's just like really cool. Makes him seem even more badass than he usually is. Let's go mess with this guy. And so, yeah, a lot of people think this Batman is quite chubby. He's not chubby. I just think he's buff. Because in the novel he was extremely huge. He's not fat. That doesn't look like fat. That looks like muscle. He's like extremely huge, and even in the movie he's extremely huge.
I wouldn't kill for a cup of joe about it.
Now, of course, Joker has also been inactive for 10 years, just as much as Batman, because Joker has no purpose to, like, go on killing sprees or just, put, pains in Batman's, ass, because there's no point, because Batman is gone. He's gone. And, but, Joker figured out that Batman is back, and, since he's with his obsession of the Dark Knight, of course, he comes back and he has purpose again, so he comes back as the Joker, and, it's in the movie and the book. I'm gonna go by the movie part, because I don't know. It's no different. But, I don't have the novel. I've read it, though. Whoa! Oh, I lost my thought. You dickweeds! Eat Batarang. But, old man trying to glide around here. But, so Joker's on this, like, Tonight Show or something. Jimmy Fallon? No. But he's on this, like, show with this psychiatrist from the mental institution, I believe, that he was in. And, it's one of his best lines, even though, it's not Mark Hamill who plays the Joker in the movie, but he... Oh, shut up, Doug. So he asked the guy, the host of the show, not the psychiatrist, the host, he asks, are we, guests allowed to keep these mugs? And he has a mug in his hand, obviously, drinking something, I don't know what it was, maybe it was coffee or something. And then the host goes like, sure, you do whatever you want with it. And then Joker smashes the mug, takes his psychiatrist, grabs him, and then slices his throat, and blood splatters on the window. In the book and the movie. And in the movie, he goes like, after he slits the psychiatrist's throat with the mug, the shattered mug, he goes like, as long as you won't miss it, to the host guy. And then these weird like doll things come in with the Joker toxin, and oh, it's freaking freaky. He kills everyone with smiles, which I did not adore that. That stuff was freaky. That's why I kind of get my heart pumping when I watch the Mask of the Phantasm, when he goes to when he kills Sal Valestra in the Mask of the Phantasm. Mask of the Phantasm, which is the best Batman animated movie in history, by the way. Batman animated movie. Best Superman animated movie? I have no clue. Maybe, I don't know. But that is my favorite one. It's the best one, to me at least. I don't know about other people who've watched it, but it's the best one. It's got a great storyline. It's awesome. It's based off the animated series. So, yeah. And basically, when Joker goes to this like carnival place or fun fair or something in The Dark Knight Returns, and you know, of course, since Batman's back, he causes mayhem, and he has a gun, and Batman glides down. I'm going mostly by the movie. It's all the same, pretty much. Batman, you see him just gliding down. He comes down to the carnival. Joker points the gun at him. He dodges the bullets, and it's just like one of the best Batman versus Joker fights ever. In the movie, I don't remember if this happened in the book, but Joker is about to shoot this girl's brains out with the gun. And this is kind of going to be more, violent than usual. It's quite a it was, for a Batman animated movie and a novel, it's pretty intense. And that's why it's one of my favorites. I like intense. But, hang upside down, all cool. Whoa, that looks cool. Joker is about to blast this girl's brains out, and Batman just gets so sick of Joker, and, he doesn't care, so he throws, 3 little mini batarangs into both of Joker's shoulders and one in his eye. Joker got hit with a batarang in the eye. Yeah, that's how awesome this freaking is. And, Batman's like, I'm through playing Joker. It's just, like, awesome. And then it's all just mayhem from there. Joker goes into this, like, Hall of Mirrors, or the Mirror Maze, and he takes this boy hostage. I haven't read the book in a while, that's why I'm going mostly by the movie. I'm going a little bit by the book, but it's no different. It's pretty much all the same, which I like. They didn't change anything much. So he takes this boy hostage, and, so the kid's like, Batman's gonna kick your ass. Literally, he said that. And Joker's like, he's gonna have to get through you first, kid. And then, you see Batman in all the mirrors, like a bunch of them, and Joker's shooting at the mirrors because he thinks it's really him. And Batman, like, a couple seconds later, bursts out of one of the mirrors and, like, lands on Joker. It was awesome. Ow. Oh, shut up. I have no idea. But then he just like, and then Joker shoots him, and he's like, oh, you should get that looked at, because, you know, he's the Joker, he's gonna make jokes. And he knocks the mirror down on him, he pushes it, and Batman's shot and bleeding out, and then Joker pretty much goes into the tunnel of love, and Joker, just for fun and just to piss Batman off, which you never want to do because Batman will put you in a body cast for 6 months. Obviously, Jason Todd reference, because, you know, he did put the Joker in a body cast for 6 months. And, oh yeah, I forgot to say, Jason Todd, this is based off the Jason Todd The Dark Knight Returns. He never had Tim Drake because he retired after Jason Todd was killed, so, yeah. Let's go fight some guys. Get my thoughts out. And so Joker just to piss Batman off and have fun, he just starts shooting people with the gun. Well, first after he gets out of the, like, maze of mirrors or whatever, hall of mirrors, he, kills this cop with a knife. He's got, like, a bunch of knives. Takes one out because he's out of ammo. He kills the cop. And then, yeah, this is gonna be spoilers and all. But, so don't watch this if you have not seen The Dark Knight Returns or read the book. I'd recommend reading the book first because, well, it's just awesome. And the movie is even better. The movie is freaking insane. Even though Kevin Conroy is not Batman, which, even though he can do a younger Batman, a prime Batman in his prime, and an older Batman, he can do any kind of Batman possible in existence. But even though he's not in it, even though we know he can do Dark Knight Returns Batman, Peter Weller, former RoboCop, does a fantastic job as older Batman. And I don't know, the way he says this thing to Joker, it's just like, oh, that's so cool. Because it's like angry Batman. So Joker kills the cop, gets more ammo, and then let's go fight some more guys. He basically, oh, there's no guys over here. Sad. Where's this guy? Why not? Oh, those guys are respawned. Yay. And then he just starts shooting people with the gun after he gets more ammo, shooting random people. Then he goes into the tunnel of love, you know, the love tunnel, the tunnel of love. And, surprise, son! Oh, I'm gonna call people son.
What are you waiting for, Bat?
Ugh. Alright. So, back off, son. Basically, he shoots people, goes into the tunnel of love. He's still shooting people in the tunnel of love. And Batman, he goes on this boat from the tunnel of love. I'm saying tunnel of love so much. He goes on the boat, a little rowboat, of course, and he starts shooting back, and then Batman just rises up from the water and like pushes the boat over, and Joker falls out. And then Batman leaps. It was the coolest thing. Batman like freaking leaps over to him, and he's like, "No more!" It was like the coolest thing ever. He's like, "No more!" But the way Peter Weller said it was like angry Batman. And he just like, after he says no more, he throws Joker onto one of the cave walls and just starts beating him, and then Batman gets slashed in the chest, and Joker, you know, tries to get the drop on him, tries to stab him in the face, but Batman, of course, he punches him in the face, probably knocks some teeth out. And Joker still has the batarang in his eye, remember that. And then Batman pushes up against the wall. He has him by the throat, and Joker's like, we can still end on a high note. And then he just starts stabbing him in the stomach. It was pretty gruesome. It's Batman. And Joker's not just this joke guy. He is a homicidal maniac, unless you want to go by the Silver Age or whatever. But we're not going to talk about the New 52 Joker, because that Joker is just weird. He's like in love with Batman, and when I mean in love, I mean literally in love with Batman. And he has no face. That's not the Joker. That's freaking like Pickle Puffer McGee with Joker smiles. It's not. I don't know. But So basically, Batman's getting stabbed in the stomach. He gets stabbed like 3, 4, or 5 times. Same thing happened in the book, same thing happened in the movie. And then Batman has no choice, but he just gets so pissed. You see him grunting, he's like, and then he just snaps Joker's neck. Snaps it. And he doesn't snap it all the way, so Joker's still alive, and Joker is sitting there with the battery in his eye, half snaps neck. And, he, like, says a couple things to Batman, and then he snaps his neck. He snaps the rest of his neck. Like, he bends his neck, and, like, while laughing while he does it, he kills himself. Snaps his neck. Doesn't even care. And then Batman just lays down next to his dead body, and just, like, takes a bat nap. I'm like, that was kind of weird. Let's sit next to the creepy dead body. Batman doesn't care. It's like, you are a worthy opponent, but we shall meet again. But he wasn't going to meet him again, because, you know, his neck snapped and all that. But, yeah, whoa, Batman almost fell. And then the final, Superman's pretty much a little, like, child in this. He's a dick. No one likes him. I didn't like Superman in this. And he's just like hired gun, and they hire him to, the government hires him to kill Batman, and Batman has this wicked cool armored suit, and there's about a nuclear bomb about to go off, and oh, no guns for you, son. Ugh. But what was I gonna say? There's a nuclear bomb. Yeah, that's right, nuclear freaking bombs. Awesome. And there's like so much Batman and Superman fighting. And I'm not gonna spoil the end, and I'm not gonna spoil who wins, but I bet you would know who won. And that was pretty much the graphic novel. It's pretty interesting. You know, Two-Face's in it. Superman, Joker, a bunch of characters. They all come back, and Batman must save the day once again.
Arkham City, my ass.
But, yeah, Batman, I love this skin. It's one of my favorite skins out of the skin pack. It's one of my favorite versions of Batman. Not versions, like incarnations. I just think it's really, 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 really cool. Oh, that was cool. Drops his cape. Come on. That's what I thought. Fail! Hello, son! Boom! Yeah, it was pretty cool graphic novel. If you like Batman, then definitely read it. If you like DC, definitely read it. And if you just like reading and you like comic books, then definitely read it. It is one of the best graphic novels of all time. And it's written by Frank Miller. Genius! Frank Miller also wrote the Batman Year One story and probably a couple of other stories. I'm only familiar with Frank Miller for Batman Dark Knight Returns and Batman Year One, which Year One is also one of my favorites. It's one of the probably my favorite Batman origin story. It gets him perfectly. But Frank Miller nails it. He's awesome.
Batman, come here. Ain't we already locked up?
Yeah, he'd be dead. Knocked him into a fence. Pfft, dead. You didn't hear that? Alright. Well, let's go fight him. Walking all cool. I'd like to. They should have gave him 2 Dark Knight Returns skins, because he's got the blue suit with the yellow target symbol, and he's got this suit. I don't know which one I like more.
You were right.
I don't really like the blue. I mean, I like the blue, but not as much as I like the black. But it would be cool if they gave him the yellow target, the target, and this type of suit, the black suit with the gray and the yellow target. Yeah, I can't speak. The yellow target. That'd be cool. But I'm fine with this suit as long as it's some kind of Dark Knight Returns, and he's good. And you can definitely tell he's an older guy. Like, he's all wrinkled and no, not really, but he still looks pretty old and he's pretty buff. But my thoughts on the skin, it's one of my favorite skins. It's awesome. I don't know what I'm doing. just messing around, and it's just really cool. I like to play as it a lot. I definitely think that it's one of my favorite incarnations of Batman. One of my favorite graphic novels. Even though it's not Batman in his prime, it's still Batman. It's the Batman we've loved, and it's extremely dark because when he's fighting the mutant leader, there's blood all over the mutant leader's face, and then Batman breaks like 2 of his limbs. I think he breaks all his limbs, in fact. And the guy's just sitting there screaming. He's like, ah! And then after all his limbs are broken, Batman's just like beating him in the face while the mutants are watching in the mud pit. It's pretty cool. And I believe they're doing Muay Thai, martial arts type, in the mud pit. So, hi. Zip lined all the way over there. Ugh. I hope Arkham Chaos, they give all the skins from Arkham Origins and Arkham City, they put them in this game, and I hope if you put on the animated series skin or any kind of skin, it'll match the environment, and the thugs will change to that incarnation of themselves. Like the thugs change to the mutants. That would be even though this is already the definitive Batman game. I know Arkham Origins is pretty good, but it's still got some problems. This is the definitive Batman game, and but I'm sure if they make Arkham Chaos even better, then I'll call that the definitive Batman game. But until then, this is the definitive Batman game, and but they can make it even more better and make it the definitive Batman game, best Batman game ever, by putting like the thugs changing to the animated series skins, or the mutants if you want the Dark Knight Returns, or animated series skin or something. That would be the best Batman game ever. Probably the best game ever. Live nudes! I'd like to go there. So yeah. But that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you love buff Batman that people think is chubby, but he's really buff and he's awesome, and it's one of my favorite skins. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something of Batman, and make sure to check out the Dark Knight Returns. If you have a local comic book store, it's probably there. So yeah, Chocolate Thunder out, or Gaming Boy. I like Gaming Boy better. Gaming Boy out.